I've been waiting for this interview for somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 years. I have known this woman from afar as a fan. She became a friend, and now I am proud to call her family. This woman is a Las Vegas legend, y'all, and she's also our neon star for the Now Honors. Darcus Gates is here. Darcus, what's happening?
Hey Tigo, how you doing, girl?
No, I'm only halfway done. I'm doing very well, very well, very well. Thank you very much.
But it's going good. I've been checking it out. You got it going on, girl.
Thank you so much. I would say you're a singer, but you're more of an artist. You have been doing this for a minute.
I
You're
thought about
definitely
that
a
last night.
headliner.
Yeah, I said maybe almost 50 years I've been doing
Wow.
this. Yes, and I wouldn't
Wow.
change anything.
Wow. So, what's your specialty of music? I know you're a headliner, you've been on major stages. What's your specialty? What music do you just love to sing no matter what?
I love to sing what ever the check requires me to sing. Okay, that's the truth. No, but I'm a jazz R&B. Um, I love torch songs. I mean, I'm a romantic at heart, so I love romantic songs. Yes, I do. That's me. That's who I am. Just that person that loves to just sit back, relax, kick my shoes off on stage, and just sing, tell my story through a song.
Now, you would be referred to in the industry as a working musician because you are constantly working. This isn't a habit or a hobby. This is something that you do on a regular basis, right?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I do every Friday night. I don't literally sing all the time, but it's like work to go out and find different artists and to sit and talk with them and help them cultivate their gifts. And I do this in my own restaurant on Friday nights. It's called Darcus After Dark. It goes live on Facebook. And periodically, I get a band and I get up there and I do me, which is an honor to do me when I get to do me. But after doing it, oh wow, what did I do it in Vegas? Over almost 30 years, night after night after night
Wow.
after night after night after night.
Wow.
Yeah, this little bit of break is good, but I still miss it. So I look forward to when I'm doing it. But I have some exceptional talent right here in Kansas City that people do not even know exist here. Kansas City is noted for blues, jazz, and barbecue. But we also have fountains. But there's just this talent that's just gone unnoticed. And for me in Las Vegas, it was all about somebody threw the rope back and pulled me up. And I never
Hmm.
forgot that. And as a result, I have to say, I think that my blessings came from throwing the rope back and helping someone else. I mean, I worked all the time in Vegas, and it was a known fact. If you were new in town, all you had to do was walk in on Darcus's gig, say you sang, you played an instrument, you were a comedian or whatever. She was going to give you the opportunity. And a lot of
Hmm.
times I never even thought about the repercussions of putting my gig in jeopardy. It was just a natural thing for me to say, hey, you said you're a singer? Come on, let me see what you're working with.
I've watched you do that so many times. So many times. Now, when you left Vegas, I can't even remember. It's been at least 4 or 5 years, I think, since you moved back to Kansas. But when you left Vegas, hasn't it? Has it been about 4 or 5 years or longer?
But girl, it's been longer. But I'm
Really?
out there so much, yes, because
You're out
that's
here so
home for
much. I think
me.
you still live down the road.
Yeah, that's home for me. So I come out, I try to come out once a month, twice a month. With the pandemic, it stretched out a little more. I don't get out there as
Hmm.
often as I'd love to get out, but that's home. Yes. I mean, I live in Kansas City, it's home too, but Vegas is where I grew up. Yes.
I know, I know. Now, when you left, the rumor had it Darcus was taking a step back. She was gonna semi-retire. She was gonna relax and hang out with the family. I haven't seen any of that. I mean, you guys have, one of the most successful barbecue chains in the country.
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a few minutes. And like you said, every Friday night, you either are on stage or someone is on your stage. So what happened to putting your foot up, relaxing?
You just can't do it. I have an aunt that's 91 years old, and she would say to me, and I'd say, Aunt Helen, what's your secret? She said, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. And that's exactly what I do. I keep moving. But people got to understand with me, entertainment and music is not what I do. That's who
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
So when I stop being me, I no longer exist. So I have to keep giving and doing and being who I am: the singer, the performer, the entertainer, the wife, the how may I help you girl, all of that. It goes hand in hand. It's just me. Yeah. But I
That's
lead a normal
amazing.
life now. I lead a normal life.
Now, when somebody's out there, a young woman, a young man, they're singing in their mirrors right now. They're
Mhm.
rehearsing. How do you stay ready so you don't have to get ready? What advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, you do have to get ready, because every performance, every performer, anywhere that any person that's ever gotten on a stage, and probably you too, you get butterflies. You get a little nervous. Am I going to be good? Do I remember the lyrics? Is the band going to show up? Are the people going to like me? All of that comes into play. So you have to say, you have to know who you are and say, I'm just going out there and I'm going to do the best that I can do and give you the best of me. And that's all you can ask.
If you weren't a singer
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't own one of the most famous barbecue places on the planet,
Gates
which you still have.
Barbecue.
There it is. I was great. You still haven't said the name. On the planet. There's the Kansas City Chiefs. We know, and then
Yes.
there's Gates Barbecue. These are
Then
two
there's Gates
staples
Barbecue. They
in
go
Kansas
hand in
City.
hand.
And there you go. If you weren't doing that, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be a writer, a comic writer, because I've written a book. It's called Everybody's Got an Uncle Gibby, Don't You? I like to take stories of things that have happened in my life, because everybody's got an uncle, a cousin, a friend, or somebody that comes to your house that totally disrupts everything, makes just drives you crazy. You got that. And so I just took a few of my personal stories and wrote about my uncle, because he's a character, girl. Everybody's got one, and I got one. And that's what this is about. Yes, I'd be a writer, because I see stories. You could tell me something today and say, this happened to me. Well, as tragic as it may have been to you, I always look for the humor, the lightness in a story. And that's what I do. And that's what I probably would be doing full time.
We are doing the Now Honors. You know
Mhm.
that. We're doing the Now Honors. We had to move it because there's a mega event happening in May that would have just made everything so miserable for everybody trying to get around town. So we moved it to October, and it turned out to be a much better time of date for us, October 14th and 15th, because breast cancer is a major part of both of our lives. We
Yeah.
lost a major friend and an amazing singer herself, Mickey Brown, to
Oh,
breast cancer. It's been quite a few years now, but it feels like yesterday to me. I know it
me
feels
too.
like yesterday to you, and I'm really happy to have this happening in October so we can honor the memories of our good friends and family, but
Yes.
also talk about the survivors. And that's why we created the Pink Power Pink Summit. We're going to bring women in from all over the world and talk about how y'all can do it, do it, do it. But in the middle of this, Miss Darcus has said that she would, one, be our first Las Vegas Neon Star. She will be our Neon Star recipient, and I can't think of a better way to start that honor than with you.
uh,
And then on top of that, Queens of Harmony. Miss Darkest said, let me see what I can put together. And you are bringing back the Queens of Harmony
yes,
to
I am.
literally sing the paint off the walls
Yes, I
at the
am.
reception after the Now Honors. Can you just give me a little taste of what we can expect from the Queens of Harmony?
In actuality, the name says it all. The Queens of Harmony. There are 4 of us. There's Paris Red, there's Ivana Christie, there's Reggie Brown, and myself. And through the years, we just kind of got together and we would sing together because, in Vegas, Monday nights, most of the casino rooms were closed. So we'd get together, we'd hook up, and we meet at my house, and we have a piano, and we play, and we started singing some songs together. From that, we would go in on each other's gigs and sit in and sing. We was like, hey, we got a little something here. So then we just formed a little group, and we called ourselves the Queens of Harmony. But we're really sisters in song. We really are. We have this mutual bond between us that you just cannot break. And music intertwines us all. And I say, everyone on this earth was born to music, because the first thing that starts is the heart.
Yeah, the beat,
and it keeps
rhythm.
It keeps us all joined together. And so that's kind of what we are about, is a sisterhood and keeping the music alive and expressing ourselves individually and as a unit. So when we get there in October, girl, we're gonna make it hot.
I know you going. The first time I heard the Queens of Harmony, I believe it was the first time, I literally was pulled in from the hallway by the music. It was like I had to see where those amazing voices were coming from. And we're doing this at 9:20. Everybody knows we're doing this at 9:20, and it's a standalone, event center.
Mhm.
But I got a feeling when y'all take the mic, we gonna have cars backed up outside.
Okay.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be amazing. And I have to thank you for being our neon star. I mean,
It's such
there's
an
so
honor.
much talent in Las Vegas that never gets acknowledged and never, yes, we have the main shows, the Cirque and all of that, but honestly, those artists don't really ever get acknowledged either. It's the
No.
show itself that does. And we want to change that. I hope to eventually one day create an award show just for Vegas. That's always been a plan. You and I
That would
sat
be
down and talked
wonderful.
about that
Yes.
years ago.
Yes.
And that's always been a plan. I would love to do that because these people, 112-degree heat, no mic working, no air conditioning. It's 120 degrees inside. Vegas don't sleep, and the show must go on.
The show must go on.
And you guys take those stages and burn down the house with literally sometimes a guitarist, because the power's having problems.
That's right.
At that moment, and you take it. I want to thank you so much. It is such an honor to present you with that Neon Star Award when we do this in October. I can't wait. And I'm so excited. And thank you so much because I know you're an artist. I know you have several businesses. We touched on 2. We'll get her back on to talk about others. But I want to thank you for taking out the time.
I lost your sound, but can you hear
got
me?
My sound now? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Did you lose me? Okay.
No.
I can't hear
Alan,
you.
can you hear
but
me?
It's okay. I'm so
Okay,
excited to be there in October. And I want you to know, along with myself and the Queens of Harmony, we're dedicating our performance to our girlfriend, Miss Mickey Brown, because she had an amazing presence. She had a phenomenal voice, and she was a wonderful friend. She was my true girlfriend. And for you, Tigo, I want to tell you, you and me, girl, go a long way back.
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
You're
you
welcome.
are the best. Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.